Well, hello and welcome to a knitting week vlog. I haven't decided what I'm going to call it yet, but a week of knitting, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. But I'm Bethany and I'm with the Wandering Purl podcast and all of that. And it's been a minute since I did a vlog. And I did one of these back in like June, July of last year, and I had a lot of fun doing it. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to do it again because I'm in the mood to film a vlog. So we are going to see how much knitting I can do in a week. I have some goals. I have some things on the needles that I would like to get done, and we're just going to go through and see what I can get accomplished and what else we might get up to this week. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. It is, what is it? It is Saturday, February 3rd, and yeah, we'll go probably either to next Saturday or Super Bowl Sunday. I'm not sure which. I'm currently picking up groceries and they are hitting my way right now. So I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit later when I finally am able to get my knitting out. Watching Knitty Natty's latest podcast and watching Allie of This Little Wonderful Life's vlogs that she has done this past week, which I have enjoyed so much, and wanted to kind of hop on and let you know what projects I am working on in this week of making, because earlier I said week of knitting, but that is not completely true because my big project is actually a crochet project. I don't do a whole bunch of crocheting, but this is something that I fell in love with and just had to make. So the project I've been working on is the granny wrap, which is by, let me bring it up real fast. Maybe. My internet's going super slow. I'm just going to put it on the screen, what it is. But it is the granny wrap, and I am using my Blush Yarns Advent from 2023. I am just started on color 16, I think, 17. I just started color 17. And this is what it is looking like so far. Oh my gosh, I love it so, so much. Crocheting really hurts my hand. So you will have seen that I opened a wrist guard type thing or support. So I got this at Walmart today. I have another one that I ordered off Amazon that is this one, and I'll link it down below for you. It is a little more oomph to it, and it kind of is hard on my, it feels restricting on my wrist when I'm wearing it. So I wanted to get a cloth one to see if it was going to help and do okay and not be restricting. So I've actually enjoyed wearing this. We're gonna see how my wrist feels later tonight after I'm done. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm just getting old and my joints don't like me anymore, so that's fun. But I am really loving this project. I started it on January 20th, and I'm hoping to have it done by Super Bowl Sunday because I really want to put this in as my last project for the pigskin party, because it's gonna be like, I don't even know, a lot of yards and a lot of grams, because it is a 24-day
or actually I think it's 25-day 20-gram minis. So it's going to be really fun, and I am making this to probably keep in the truck because it gets cold when we are driving. And I think it would be good to have, there's the blanket that I have in there for Bryan, and then I might end up making something kind of for the kids as well in the back. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just kind of in the mood to do it. And this was totally inspired by Allie of This Little Wonderful Life and Little Drops of Wonderful. She'll be linked down below, but she made one with her a homespun house advent last year, and it was absolutely gorgeous, so I had to copy her, and that's what I'm working on, and I've really enjoyed it. Natalie of Blush Yarns did such a great job with this, and yeah, it's just so pretty, so I'm loving it. This is all I had left of my 16th skein that I was using, mini skein. So I'm trying to use up as much as possible of this. The most that I have left over so far is 1.11 grams. So I'm using almost every little piece of the yarn, which is really nice. And then I have one other project that I'm working on, and I just started these. Actually, technically I started it last night because I had to rip it out. But anyways, we won't go over that. But I am making my husband some Jervis gloves, and they'll have the information here for you. These are some gloves that I made myself, I think back in November or October, and I had asked him if he wanted some gloves as well, like, because I wanted to make this pattern and I was going to make it for him, and he was like, no, I don't want gloves with fingers, I don't want it at all. And I was like, I asked him multiple times and he said no, and I was like, okay, well then I'll just make it for myself, because I thought they were fun and I'd never made gloves with fingers before, so I really wanted to give it a try. And once he saw my finished one, he was like, actually, I kind of do want some. Of course. So I am making him a pair, and I'm using yarn that I was gifted by my friend Anne. It's Dyeabolical in the colorway Fred. And this is what I have so far. So it is a lot of 1x1 twisted rib. Takes forever. So I'm just gonna be working on this forever, and then maybe it'll be done at some point. But I'm excited to see where I can get at the end of this week, and see how much I can get done on this, so that'll be really nice. But that's the other project that I'm working on, and yeah, I'd like to, these are like not must knits, but this isn't really a fun project that I'm knitting. The gloves, it's kind of like a I need to knit it because I was asked to, and then this one is more like my fun project that I'm working on. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I am going to, I have, let's see, where am I at? Somewhere, okay, yeah. I have like this much left on one row, which is like half of the row to do. And then I'm going to take a break from crocheting and give my wrist and thumb a break, and probably knit on the gloves for a little bit and watch some Bad Batch. But I'll check in a little bit later and we'll see how much I get done. I don't know, 3 or 4 hours. Well, not just knitting, mostly crocheting. But I've gotten quite a bit done. So you can see from my little birdie who is by Simply Serving, I believe. My friend Stephanie got me this, and I've gotten all the way about 14 rows away from being able to connect these, because they are it's a double brimmed part for the wrist. So it's a lot of twisted rib, and it takes forever. I might go ahead and do the other twisted rib one too, just so, yeah, I don't know, we'll see, just so it's over with, because it's a really big pain. But I think that's gonna wrap day 1 of this vlog, and I'm pretty happy with what I got done. I actually ended up crocheting another whole mini, because the one mini that I was talking about last time is the one that I did, and I got that all done, so I'm happy with that. So I'm starting 17 tomorrow, I think, and to finish it by Super Bowl Sunday, which is this upcoming Sunday, or maybe the day you're watching it, maybe the day after, I don't remember, but I don't know when exactly I'm putting this out yet. But in order to finish, I have to do like I think I can do a mini a day, because I have 8 left. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, that would be 8 days. But I want to do it before then. So I'm going to try to do like maybe a mini and a half a day, to get it done. That way, if I don't get all one mini done one day, it won't be a big deal. So we'll see. That's it for today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I just finished filming this first podcast of February, and I just need to clean up all the carnage and all of that, and then get some editing done. So I got to work on my shawl a little bit earlier. I got 2 rows done, and I'm getting about 2.5 rows per mini right now. The rows are so long, so it's taking quite a bit, but yeah, I'm still loving it. I'm still on track to finish. But yeah, it's been a good busy day. It's like 7 o'clock now, so it'll take me a good 2 or 3 hours to edit and watch the vlog or the podcast through. And then hopefully I will get some good time to knit and crochet a little bit more. So yeah, I better get to it. If you ever wonder what it looks like on my side when I'm doing the podcast, this is all the editing with all the videos that I put on, the stuff on top, all the different things. I mean, there's so many different layers to this, but this one is now ready to export. It is, got stuff in the camera. There we go. It is Monday. Is it Monday? I think it's Monday. And it is very rainy here in Utah with a bit of a snow mix in. And yeah, yesterday I was complaining on the podcast that it was unseasonably warm, and Utah was like, let me fix that for you. So now it's chilly.
like 36 and wet outside, which just makes it feel colder. So I wish it was snow instead of rain, but I'll take what I can get, I guess. So I'm heading over to the little store in town to get some meat. They process and grind their own meat there, and it is so much better than the meat you get from like the big box stores. So I am just going to pick that up for dinner. I got not as much knitting as I wanted done last night, but I did get, sorry, the road's really bouncy, but I did get a fair amount done. So I got 2 colors of 2 minis for my shawl done, and then I got the cuff attached, finished and attached for Bryan's first glove. So I'm going to try that on him later. He worked last night, so he's sleeping right now. So when he wakes up, I will see if that fits and then continue on with that. But I think I might be able to finish the shawl in 3 days, including today, if I do 2 colors a day. So I'm going to try to do that and see if I can get it done. I'm really excited to see it, and then to block it. I have to figure out how to block it. I've never blocked crochet before, like fully crochet project. I always used acrylic yarn before and not wool, so it's gonna be interesting to see if it grows and what it does and things like that. So we'll see.
long time no chat. I had just not been motivated the last few days to do anything, so I didn't talk to the camera or do anything. Tweets like, who are you talking to? But I just 100% finished Star Wars sweater. So I did the, oh snap, what is it called? I was just thinking of the word. What is it called? I just stitched over. What? Oh my gosh, I can't remember what it's called. Duplicate stitch. That's what it is. I just did that on the sides, which is not my favorite. I don't like how bulky it makes it. But I did get that done. And last night I finished the granny wrap, so I am super excited that that is done. It was done a few days ahead of schedule, and I just love it. I think it is so pretty. It's still a little bit damp. It was damp when I was taking the pictures, which made it even colder, but I wanted to get the pictures in the snow because it has been snowing a lot the last 2 days. Like some heavy downpours of snow. Yes, tweets. Hi. And then also some just like flurries here and there, but we've gotten probably 2, 3, 4 inches, something like that. So yeah, I'm loving that. I am, here I can show you. On Bryan's gloves, I am on the first one. I'm at the part where I need to separate the thumb gusset from the rest and then start working on the hand. Probably do that some tonight. And then I also, last night I was watching the Bad Batch and I didn't want to have to think about anything, so I just started the cuff of the second one. So those are being worked on and just kind of working on them as a lot. I've been working on them quite a bit the last couple of days. I'm really pleased with how far I am on the first one, and to have started the ribbing on the second one is great too. We only have a couple more days of this vlog, and I had completed my big project, so I'm really happy. I was looking at my notes from the last week of knitting vlog that I did, and I have not done nearly as many stitches as I did that week. So you'll kind of get to see how I fluctuate. Some weeks I get a whole bunch done, some I don't, just depends. But I am really happy to have the Star Wars sweater completely finished. I took some photos of it earlier, so I'm gonna pop those up on Ravelry. And then also I got the stitching, duplicate stitches done, so now Bryan can wear it, which he wanted to do a few days ago, and I was like, no, not until I get photos. So I have the photos, so it's all his now. I am done with it. So I just used some scrap yarn that I had for the duplicate stitching and held it double because it's fingering weight, and it worked out. It's a little bulky, not my favorite like I said, but it worked out, so that's what matters. So I'll check in a little bit later. Hello, welcome to Friday. This is technically the 7th day, but I think I'm gonna go to tomorrow. I'm going to get some mail, and it is snowing again, so that's fun. Finally getting the snow that I have wanted, although it's not like a ton. It's like maybe a few inches, but that's better than none. So last night, I don't think I recorded anything else after I talked to you, but I did do some knitting. I got the rest of the hand done on Bryan's first glove, and I also started on the fingers, but I can't really do the fingers without him, so I'm gonna have to wait and work on it some more. But I did get the first half of the cuff done on the second one, so I'm hoping to get a lot done today and maybe get, you know, I don't know, at least the cuff done, and if I'm really adventurous, maybe half the hand. I don't know, we'll see. a week of making, and I finished one goal, which was really great. I didn't have nearly as much knitting and crocheting time as I would have liked this week. I kind of feel like this was like a blah week, and my numbers do reflect that a bit, but my main goal was to finish the granny wrap, and I did that, and I did it early, and oh, I just love how it looks so much. A cat just jumped in my lap. You can't be here. Say hi, Pearl. She will bite and swat. But yeah, I'm really glad. Also, I'm sorry, interruption. The bird, I have like tried to make him be quiet. I've sat here for like 10 minutes trying to get him to squawk himself out, and he won't. So we're just gonna have to go with it, and I might have to, I don't know, internally scream in a bit. See? So hopefully it's not too distracting. But I'm really happy with this goal, and that I got it done. I absolutely love it. We are heading out in a little bit to dinner, and I'm gonna take this with me in the truck, so I'm really excited to finally put it to use. So that was the first project finished. The second project that I was working on this week was the Jervis gloves for Bryan, and I got pretty far on them. So the first sock, I am trying not to pull out stitches, or the first sock, what did I say? Oh, I hate DPNs because I'm always constantly losing them. It's the easiest way to do the fingers, I have found though. So I am just working on fingers for him. The pinky is good. I'm pretty sure that the ring finger is ready to be bound off, but I need him to try it on so I can tell for sure. So I'm very happy with how far I have gotten on this project. I started all the way down here at the little cuff with my little birdie and did all of this week, so that is really great. I'd previously done the inside of the cuff since it is folded, and then on the second one I'm really happy with the progress. I've also done all of this week, and that is almost ready to be folded for the folded hem. I am probably like 15 rows away from that, so I am really happy about that and to get these done. I thought these were going to take me quite a bit longer to make, but they're actually coming along pretty quickly. This part is actually the longest part. This and probably the fingers, but once I figure out the numbers for the fingers, I can just duplicate it on the other side and it'll go much faster than having to wait to try them on him. So I'm hoping to get all the fingers done maybe on this tonight, or almost done, and then finish the fingers tomorrow. So they should definitely be done by the next podcast. But yeah, I'm really happy that I got the wrap done. Good progress on these. I would have liked to had a little more progress done and also maybe started another project, but then these wouldn't be as far as they are. So it kind of depends. But let's go over some numbers. So I was a little rubbish on keeping count of how many hours I actually knit. So it's kind of an estimate or crochet or made of how many hours, but I did keep a good track of how many stitches I made this past week. Excuse me. So I'm gonna have everything listed here for you of each day and how many stitches I did. And then I'm also going to have, I didn't calculate it yet, but I will calculate it in a minute, of how many crochet stitches versus how many knitted stitches I did. And then in total for the entire week, I knit 24,000, or hold on, I made, not knit, made 24,257 stitches, which is really low, I feel like, because I was looking at my week of knitting and I did 43,000 when I did that back in the summer. So yeah, that's like not even, that's almost half of what I did before. That's okay. That's how the weeks go sometimes. Sometimes you get a lot of time to make. Sometimes you have no motivation and you don't want to do anything, which was kind of my week this week. And I have an estimated of about 25 hours and 40 minutes of making this week. Again, I think it's probably a little higher because I kept forgetting to set my timer when I would do it. But yeah, it was a slower week for me, but I'm still really happy with what I was able to get accomplished. I hope you guys enjoyed coming along with us as well. This week as I you saw the changing seasons of Utah. It is now kind of, it's just like in the 30s, but the sun's out, so things are melting and falling on the house and doing all kinds of things. But yeah, I can see the moo-moos just over there in the field, which is nice. But yeah, it was a fun week. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll probably do this again later in the year. It's fun to see numbers and see how things go. But let me know what your thoughts are on the week, what you ended up making in the last week. And I hope to see you in the next one for the podcast on the 20th. About that. This bird. The ice keeps falling, or the snow keeps falling off of the trees and hitting the house. It gives you a heart attack.